Despite being brand new, the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus already live under the shadow of the upcoming iPhone 10. Compared to the hype around Apple's upcoming 87,000 rupee flagship with its borderless screen and 3D face recognition, the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus might seem boring and old-fashioned, but that might not be a bad thing. They are familiar, yet have new features and more power. There's also none of the uncertainty about Face ID and notch screens. So, should you give these two new iPhones a chance? Here's our full review. When seen from the front, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus are practically indistinguishable from the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. It's only when you turn them around that you see the new glass backs. Apple says this glass is highly durable, but you'll still want to use a cover for protection. The band around the sides is made of aerospace grade aluminum. Grip is very good, even though both phones are slightly heavier than their predecessors. There's also a new color option called gold, which is somewhere between the previous gold and rose gold shades. The only other choices are the classic silver and space grey. You get the same 4.7-inch and 5.5-inch displays as with previous generations with the same resolutions. The only thing that's new is Apple's True Tone technology, which automatically adjusts white balance to match the current lighting around you to make sure that content on screen looks natural in all kinds of conditions. The effect is subtle, but noticeable when you see an iPhone 8 or 8 Plus running next to an older model. There are bigger changes on the insides of both new phones. Both use Apple's new A11 Bionic SoC, which has 6 cores that can all run at the same time. Raw performance is up to 70% better than that of the iPhone 7's A10 Fusion chip. The iPhone 8 and 8 Plus are now by far the highest performing smartphones in benchmark tests. The new SoC features Apple's first integrated graphics processor that promises up to 30% faster performance with 3D games. You also get an improved image signal processor, power management and sensor tracking, all of which help make motion tracking and augmented reality experiences much smoother. There's 2GB of RAM in the iPhone 8 and 3GB in the iPhone 8 Plus. Both phones are available with either 64GB or 256GB of storage. Other specifications include Wi-Fi 802.11 AC, Bluetooth 5.0, NFC for Apple Pay, 4G and VoLTE. You also get all the features of iOS 11 including Siri, though like before, not all features and functions work in India yet. For the first time, Apple has added wireless charging as well as fast charging to the iPhone lineup. However, you'll need to buy additional accessories to use either feature. Apple doesn't sell its own wireless charger, but any Qi-compatible model will do. Given the premium costs of these phones, Apple could really have at least thrown in a fast charger. In terms of battery life, we got just about 1 day's worth of use out of the iPhone 8, while the iPhone 8 Plus lasted us all day with a little juice left over. Apple hasn't increased the megapixel counts of its cameras, but quality is improved in other ways. Both phones capture better colors and details than today's top Android competitors, and even low-light performance is much better than before. There is still some noise in nighttime shots, but we were happy. The iPhone 8 has a single 12 megapixel camera, while the iPhone 8 Plus has two, one with a standard lens and the other with a telephoto lens. The extra sensor enables the iPhone's portrait mode and the new portrait lighting feature, which lets you adjust the look of your shots before or after taking them. Both new iPhones are also the first smartphones to be able to shoot 4K video at 60 fps. Slow motion 1080p video goes up to 240 fps. Video quality is excellent as expected. Despite being positioned below the new iPhone 10, both the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus are significant upgrades over the 7 and 7 Plus. You probably don't need to upgrade if you have last year's models unless camera quality is really important. On the other hand, anybody with an iPhone 6 or earlier will appreciate the difference. Prices are expectedly high, starting at 64,000 rupees for the 64GB iPhone 8 and 73,000 rupees for the 64GB iPhone 8 Plus. The 256GB versions cost 13,000 rupees more each. That's already steep, and if money is no object, you probably want to wait and see what the iPhone 10 is like. If you aren't interested in taking a chance on the iPhone 10 or can't spend so much, either the iPhone 8 or iPhone 8 Plus would make for an excellent upgrade that will last you for the next few years. Thanks for watching this video and stay tuned to Gadgets360.com for more videos.